Hey, what's up ladies and gents, SpoonyPizzas here, looking at the Player of the Weeks for worldwide January 26th, 2023. So first up is Eric Ingler Haaland. Now, normally I slate this guy because of his low balance, and that's still an issue here. So he's not really a player that's going to be able to hold on to the ball very long or be very good at shooting under pressure. So that does make him a little bit more difficult to use. However, having said that, normally his role is goal poacher, apart from the GP version, which I've already covered, but it's a fox in the box. And this actually probably makes him one of the best versions, if not the best version of Haaland in the game, purely for that role. And if you haven't seen my fox in the box tutorial or guide, go check that out and you're going to see the sort of difference in movement that you'll get from fox in the box as opposed to a goal poacher or a target man or anything like that. That is probably the best role for certainly crosses into the box, and I think just general predatory instinct in and around the box themselves. Taking a look at his player skills, he's got heading, he's got acrobatic finishing, first time shot, super sub, all key sort of player skills right there, you know, and fighting spirit is obviously going to help with his stamina. So overall, definitely an interesting pick, and I wouldn't be opposed to picking him up in all honesty. Next up is Toni Kroos. Plenty of ball control, incredible passing range. To be honest, the passing doesn't really need to be higher than 80 now because it's very much sort of ping pong, but you know, having 90 isn't going to be a bad thing. He's got some decent kicking power, so shooting from long range isn't going to be an issue for him. He's got fairly decent finishing as well, 79. Obviously a good set piece taker with some good curling stats there. So yeah, a nice little player to have. There are better midfielders out there, more mobile, but considering he's pretty nicely well-rounded here, and he has got that orchestrator role, which is much preferred, or my much preferred role for a defensive midfielder, maybe alongside an anchorman to support him. But the orchestrator role just goes at sits just ahead of the anchorman, but he advances further up the pitch when you're attacking, so it gives you a little bit more support. That's the one thing I do like about that role. You've got one-touch passing, through passing, weighted passing, interception. Fantastic to have. Honestly, a really good pick in this Player of the Week pack. Bowen from West Ham, who's this whole player, plays as a support striker, but he can play other positions as well, and he's got very good dribbling. I love the fact that he's got acceleration is 89, speed's 82, his dribbling's 84. That means he's going to feel really good, especially with the high balance and high stamina, so he's going to last a while. And he's got decent finishing, so you want to try and cut in off the wings if you're going to play him as a winger, but if you're going to play him in that support striker role, he can definitely do a job there for you as well. Very nicely rounded player. Let's take a look at his player skills. One-touch passing, pinpoint crossing, first-time shot, outside curler, acrobatic finishing, all good stuff, and the double-touch skill as well. So yes, a very interesting player. Next up is Vind for Wolfsburg, and he's a very tall striker, 190 centimeters tall and deep lying forward playstyle. He's got some decent stats across the board, decent finishing, heading, very nicely rounded, good physical contact. His balance is 69, so yeah, he's going to be a bit of a juggernaut up front, and you know, going to be able to hold up the ball very nicely, especially with that physical contact being 89. One touch passing, through passing, first time shot. So like I said, he's going to be able to receive the ball, lay it off, get back into the box. He's got heading ability as well. So yeah, not a bad little signing that. Nketiah, who is the bane of my life at the minute, because obviously Arsenal beat Manchester United and he picked up 2 goals, and that is why he is Player of the Week. Good acceleration, good speed, decent offensive awareness as well to spin in behind. He's going to be very quick. One of these fast strikers that's going to look to get in behind. He's got really high balance, good finishing ability as well, good jumping ability, and decent heading ability as well. So like I said, he can pretty much do everything you want from a striker. Taking a look at his player skills, scissor feint, I love that. Double touch, I love that as well. Soul control, you know, the finesse dribbling has been nerfed a little bit in recent updates, but he's got first time shot, one touch passing as well, and a super sub. Another nice little addition to the Player Week pack. Pedro Porro, who can also play at right back, so take that into consideration when you see these stats, but he isn't like exceptional. I wouldn't probably recommend him as a winger. I'd probably recommend more as a fullback, I think, especially with the high stamina and kicking power. The only thing he's sort of lacking is that curling ability, but let's just make sure he's got pinpoint crossing. He has, which is good as a fullback and a winger, so that's going to be his sort of best style, I think, just getting balls into the box, through passing, man marking, and interception. So like I said, he can do that defensive side as well for you if you need him to. Di Lorenzo, who is a right back for Napoli, but he can play centre back and right sided forward, but or the right midfield position, and I would say he's pretty good defensively. He's got some good defensive stats there. He's very, very quick, good stamina as well. So I'd probably stick him with that fullback position, especially with the offensive fullback sort of play style. Through passing, man marking, interception, aerial superiority, sliding tackle, fighting spirit, all good stuff to have. And yeah, as a right back, not too bad. Not too bad. You wouldn't be too upset to pick him up. Next up is a dribbling god. If you've not seen him, go check out his YouTube sort of clips, because honestly they're absolutely insane. I think it's something like Matoma University, or goes to university, or University of Dribbling, something like that. And I saw the dribbling and skills he was doing. I was like, wow, this guy's got some serious talent. So yeah, if you haven't seen him, go check him out. Honestly worth a watch. But 85 acceleration, 82 speed, 88 dribbling. It's good tight possession, good low passing, and watch and just take a look at his player skills. Look at this: scissor feint, double touch, flip flap, chop turn, cut behind and turn, scotch move, soul control. So all mainly focused around skills. And if you want to do skills, then this guy is going to light up the field. Honestly, he's going to be electric. But however, he is lacking things like one touch passing. So, you know, once you're maybe a couple goals up, bring him on, have a little bit of fun, and just try and do some nice silky skill moves. But yeah, a very, very nice, old school, quick dribbler. Milinkovic Savic, for a goalkeeper, his goalkeeping awareness is a little bit low, so I can't really recommend him, but we'll look at his player skills anyway. Low punt, high punt, and long throw. But yes, not really a goalkeeper I would recommend, but he's got decent reach and he's an absolute giant at 202 centimeters. João Mario, who is really quick across the ground, as you can see that. 89 acceleration, 93 for speed, good lofted passing, good dribbling. We'll take a look at his player skills, which are really lacking in my opinion. But he can play a variety of positions, not just the offensive fullback. He can play all the way to right wing forward and left and right midfield as well. But in all honesty, where would he probably best suit? I think probably as a defensive or offensive fullback, should I say, because he has got lofted passing and he has got pinpoint crossing. So that's probably where I would sit him. He's going to be very quick down that wing, but speed isn't really all that important, to be honest, but not a bad little player for 4 stars. And finally, Funes Mori, who's a fox in the box with very high offensive awareness, good finishing, good heading. Honestly, this is actually a very, very nice 4-star player as well. Honestly, like, I was actually surprised. I was not expecting much, but let's just take a look at his player skills. Heading, first time shot is probably the 2 key ones you want, especially that fox in the box role. Basically, to maximize the effectiveness of this guy, you want to just keep crossing the ball as often as you can into the penalty box and try to get on the end of it with his header or headers. But there are better player of the week, such as Cardi. The other week we had him, and he's probably one of the best at that. So there it is. So those are the player of the week's reviews. If I was to recommend 3 players, that would be very, very difficult. Very difficult. I think if I'm personally speaking, I would like Haaland just to try him out, because I've got the GP version as well. So it'd be nice to sort of compare. We got Toni Kroos, who is also very, very good. And I'd probably look towards Nketiah, Mitoma. Oh, yeah. I'd probably go with the Nketiah just to see what he's like. Sort of give me a little bit of a different option with speed, spinning him behind. And he's 23 years old, so he can fit in my sort of squad build as well. As is, I think it was Bowen. No, it wasn't Bowen. It was Wind. Yeah, it was this guy. This guy looks pretty good as well, to be honest, for a deep lying forward. So yeah, some nice options for my squad build. But there we are, ladies and gents. That pretty much concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button and let me know who you get out of this pack and who you are looking for, because I just love reading the comments just to see who you guys were sort of aiming for and in your sort of squad builds. And let me know the reason why you wanted that player and why, or how the players you actually got fared, because I want to hear, it's great me saying, oh, this player looks good, this player looks good, but to actually hear from you guys to say, actually, Spoony, you know what, you said, Funes Mori was a decent player, but he's not doing it for me, or you said he wasn't a good goalkeeper, but he's doing absolute wonder saves for me. Let me know down in the comments, because I want to hear from you. Anyway, until next time, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.